Welcome to DWBIADDA channel. Please subscribe for latest training videos.
Hello friends, in today's video we will be learning how to create custom images from a Docker file. So let's jump into the practical. So here we have an Ubuntu EC2 instance and the Docker is already installed on it. So first we will gain the super user access. After that we will update the packages. Now once the packages are updated, first of all what we will do, we will create an image that runs the Redis server. So first we will create the directory named Redis image, and once the directory has been created we will change to the directory. So we have changed to the Redis image directory. Now after that what we need to do is we need to create a Docker file in order to run it. So we will use command vi dockerfile. So it's a new file that we just created, and now what we will do is we will paste some commands into it which will be executed when we build the Docker file. So first of all we need to define the base image for our Docker file, because whenever we are using a Docker file there is always a base image which is being used in it. So the first thing is from. From here stand from that what is the base image which we are using for our Docker file. After that what we need to do is we need to run and install some dependencies. So here we are running the APK and also updating the Redis server. So whenever we download the Alpine image which is being used as a base here, it has some dependencies and we are again updating those dependencies and running the APK. Now after we have downloaded the base image and the dependency, the next thing is to tell the image what to do when it starts as a container. So the third step is to define the process for the container initialization. Now when the container starts, what we need is that we need the Redis server to start with the container initialization. So here we have checked the Redis server in the brackets. Now we have created our Docker file. So these are the main three: from, run, and the command through which the Docker image will run. So these are the three basic points which we need to take care of when we are creating a Docker file. Here we are pulling the Alpine image, running some dependencies and updating the packages. Along with that we are defining a command which will tell the image what to do when the container initializes. So we will save this file. Now once the file is saved, we will run docker build. So once we run the docker build command, there is a dot present here which we also need to mention in the command. So what it will do is it will send the build context to the Docker daemon server. The Docker daemon manages all the activities happening inside the Docker environment. So the step one is to pull the image, Alpine image. So it will pull the Alpine image from the Docker registry. Now once the pull is complete, it will show us the status that the latest image has been pulled, the second step is to run the APK and update the Redis server. So it will run the APK file, and also here as you can see it has run the APK file, and also it has installed the Redis server. And after that it will do the step 3, which is the command which we are telling the image to do when the container initializes. So it has run the Redis server and the Docker file was successfully built. Now once we have successfully created a custom image from a Docker file, the next step is to run that image. So we will use the command docker run, and paste the image, the container ID which was created when the container was successfully built. So here as you can see, when we ran the container, it has successfully started. The Redis version is mentioned here. Along with that, you can see here that it is ready to accept connections. Okay, so we'll get out of here. So we have shut down the Redis server and it has been saved on disk, so it is now ready to be used. So friends, in today's video we basically learned how to create custom images from a Docker file. So here first step is to create the Docker file, then we need to define from where we are pulling our base image. After that we will update the packages and set a command for the image to tell it to what to do when the container initializes. And these Docker files could be as complex as we want them to, and this is a simple example, and according to our needs we can increase the complexity of the Docker file. And that was all for today's video. Thank you.